the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion, Los Angeles Chargers, and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Yeah, we're here all week from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
In motion, Reed. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his tight end, that's Musgrave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play good for 22. First down, Packers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If we want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Deshaun Hand in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On play action, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. A good play action with Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Reed Touchdown, Green Bay. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Herbert again. He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
9 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Herbert to the air again. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown, LA.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. With the middle, that one caught by Watson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Yeah, that's a gimme. That's a gimme. He can make that in his sleep. Make that kick. Defense, let's go. Quick it on, defense.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
16 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
46-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Here's Hassan Haskins bringing it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Gain of 11.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Here's the rookie out of North Carolina, Marion Hampton. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of
Really
5.
nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here is first and goal. McConkey in motion. In the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be second and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback...
That one, taken in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Packers 10.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here is second and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down, Packers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
17 yards. And a Packer first down.
Tighten up defense.
Here's first down. Love quickly out to Watson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, Love. That one incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Here we go. First and goal. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Throwing is Love. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time,
this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
this is going to go down as one of the great finishes in Super Bowl history, Mike, and I understand it's not quite done yet. But what a sequence here. Shades of that 49ers versus Cincinnati in Super Bowl 23. Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl 43. A touchdown late in the game. That could end up just sealing the deal.
17. Chargers 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here's Hassan Haskins bringing it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. And that's going to do it for the 5th time in franchise history. The Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we can ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational